Welcome to the digital tournament expert division, hole number one. Here we're going to be laying up for a rough bump as it has been very consistent, and with a very consistent layup, don't feel the need to send it, although I know you can. So we're playing a rock drive and either a thorn or a hornet approach. I'm going to recommend that you play a hornet approach as it has a higher accuracy and can allow you to drop a minor grade, as you'll see in a minute. And I'll go over that in a second. So the approach is no move target with your rock starting with a P3 ball. It is 3 topspin, 3 right spin, P3 plus 10 max numbers, okay? 3 top, 3 right, P3 plus 10 max. If you have a rock 8, you should use 3.2 topspin to make up for the 1 yard short. If you do not have a rock 8 plus, you can use a Thor's hammer 5, 6, or 7 as it sets up the same distance as a rock 9. So, for the approach shot, we're going to always set with 2 topspin and start off with 2.2 left spin. So on a perfect drive, 2 top, 2.2 left usually gets us right there in the sticky spot that we're looking for. I hit great left on this drive, so I have to put more side spin to get in the sticky spot. But there's a couple of things that you really want to pay attention to on the approach to give you your best chance at dropping it. Now, I was rushed for this shot, so I did a couple of things wrong, but you'll see. I'll go over them. I still dropped this with a minor great right. So I failed to push up and get my plus yards. So when you open up the shot, you want to push straight up until you're touching the fairway fringe line. You'll see I'm going to go over there in a second and get my plus yards because I forgot to do that. All right. So there it is, +4, right? So once I get my +4, I'm going to use the chart that I got posted on the left. I'm going to add spins so that we want the ball guide always to be 1 square through the hole, and we want to be in the sticky spot, right? So with 2 topspin, it always places you on the proper level forwards and backwards, right? So if you always have 2 topspin, the only thing you should have to change is the side spin to get into the sticky spot. And now with that 2 topspin, you want to make sure that your ball guide is the tip of the ball guide is touching that line, you know, basically 2 lines above the hole or just over 1 square through the hole. You look at the top of my ball guide, right? It's just short of that line there. That's what we're looking for, right? That tip of that ball guide to be there at that distance through the hole with 2 topspin. And that sets us at the right distance in the rough down here, okay? So that's important. Once you get that set up, you should be in the sticky spot. You should be able to move your ball guide back and forth and see that it's in the sticky spot. And you also want to be center cup. Here, I am slightly right of center. Like I said, I was rushing this shot, trying not to time out on my real play. Also, another important note on this approach shot is that you want to pull this shot as straight as possible. Here, I pull a heavy 1201, and it actually helps me out because I hit a minor great right, and the heavy 1201 offsets the great right, and you're going to see this drops center pin, right? So I screwed it up just right. But if you pull this straight, make sure that you have 2 topspin always. Make sure that the tip of your ball guide is touching or just short of that line above the cup. Make sure you can move it side to side slightly. You're in the sticky spot. That will determine exactly how much side spin you use. On a perfect drive, generally 2 top, 2.2 left will put you right where you need to be, okay? If you hit great, you're gonna have great left. You're gonna have to add more side spin to the left to find that sticky spot. But a very, very good chance at a drop here if you set everything up properly. Get your plus yards properly. Don't forget to push up. So as soon as the shot opens up, you should push straight up until you hit that fairway fringe line at the bottom. Get your plus yards, and then go from there. I forgot to do that. I had to catch it late, and I was all kinds of rushed. But very good opportunity. Best of luck. We'll see you on the next one.